Imagine a place where all the knowledge of the ancient world was stored, secrets of the stars, cures for forgotten diseases, philosophies older than empires. Now imagine that place being turned to ash. Who burned the Library of Alexandria? And more importantly, why? What if the truth is far more sinister than you've ever heard? Founded in the 3rd century BCE under the rule of Ptolemy I, the Library of Alexandria was more than just a building. It was the beating heart of global knowledge. Located in the Egyptian port city of Alexandria, it was said to house over 400,000 scrolls from Greece, India, Persia, Egypt, and beyond. Scholars from every corner of the world gathered here, sharing science, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The library wasn't just a building filled with scrolls. It was a machine of memory where the collected wisdom of Babylon, India, Egypt, and Greece was stored. Medical texts that described surgeries, astronomy scrolls mapping distant stars, philosophical arguments from Plato, Zoroaster, and Buddhist monks. The Ptolemies even issued orders to seize every book from every ship entering Alexandria, copying them before returning the originals, or sometimes not returning them at all. In 48 BCE, Julius Caesar found himself trapped in Alexandria during a civil war. To escape, he ordered the ships in the harbor set on fire. Flames spread, and many believe the library, located nearby, caught fire too. But here's the twist. Ancient writers mention a warehouse near the docks, not the library itself. Was the Great Fire an accident? Or was it a cover-up? Fast forward to the 4th century AD. Christianity is now the state religion of Rome. Pagan temples are destroyed. The great scholar Hypatia is brutally murdered by a Christian mob. Some believe the library, or what remained of it, was destroyed during this cultural purge. A war not of swords, but of beliefs. One of the most controversial claims comes from centuries later. Some say the library was finally destroyed during the Muslim conquest of Egypt in 642 AD. Caliph Umar allegedly declared, "If the books agree with the Quran, we don't need them. If they don't, they must be burned." But here's the truth. No contemporary Islamic source mentions this. The story appeared 600 years later in a Christian source. So, was it real? Or a fabricated blame? Historians disagree. Some say Caesar's fire was exaggerated. Others claim the Christians or Muslims never destroyed anything, that the library had already faded long before. And yet, one thing is certain. There's no official record of how or exactly when the library vanished. Was it a slow death scroll stolen, lost, or sold off piece by piece? Or was it wiped out in a single moment, erased by fire or fanatics? The silence of history is the loudest clue of all. But ask yourself, who benefits when knowledge is destroyed? What if the library wasn't lost? It was erased on purpose. Within those scrolls could have been evidence of forgotten civilizations, ancient scientific breakthroughs, political philosophies that threatened empires in every age. The powerful have feared the thinkers. The library was more than just books. It was freedom of thought. And for some, that is the greatest threat of all. Despite its destruction, echoes of the library live on. Some texts were copied and preserved in Byzantium, Baghdad, and India. The idea of a universal library inspired future institutions like the House of Wisdom in Baghdad and even the modern Internet. But so much was lost forever. We will never know what cures, ideas, or discoveries died with those burning scrolls. That's the true tragedy, not just the fire, but the silence it left behind. The Library of Alexandria is a reminder that knowledge is fragile, that truth can be buried, and that it's up to us in every generation to protect it. So next time you read a book, share a fact, or ask a question, remember the fire. And be the light it tried to extinguish.